How can you tell if your child is gifted? How do you know if they're highly intellectual? What kind of things can you offer them? These are all questions that parents ask as soon as they begin to wonder if their child might be higher of intelligence. There's a great resource for parents as a link in the description of this video. Early indicators of intellectual giftedness occur before a child enters kindergarten. So they're in preschool. It occurs before they understand and before they become of the age of 5. So some of these things include understanding complex verbal instructions. A complex verbal instruction would be a list of things. For instance, go to your room, get your shoes, get your socks, but a list of things, and they'll be able to understand them and fulfill them. They'll be able to show interest and ability with shaping sorters and anything that is a shape or a size. They will speak in very complex and correct sentences, and many times they're going to use comparatives, and they're going to use connective words. They can generally sight read a number of words and environmental signs. Environmental signs meaning not just the M for McDonald's, but the full word. They're going to be able to complete a jigsaw puzzle that has more than 25 pieces, and they'll also be able to complete complex mazes. They are going to recognize the names and the variety of shades and colors. They know their letters, and what's interesting is that they'll know them in alphabetical order or out of alphabetical order. One gifted child was able to do their entire alphabet at age 3 backwards. They also know all of their numbers. They have an ability to make their letters, and you're going to see a gifted child make their letters by writing, but not just writing, but by using sticks and utensils. You need to remember that although they have the concept, they probably still do not have the mastery of the fine motor skills in order to actually write. They are going to show a very good memory for details, especially when it contains spatial information, directions, some past events in their life, and experiences. One gifted child was able to remember an experience from when they were 1 year old. They're going to use a one-to-one correlation when they count objects, and they're going to be able to spontaneously read anything. And generally, you're going to be able to see them read something, and you won't realize that they have read something because they've never been instructed or taught how to read. There are some also early indicators of really high ability. This is when they are going to intuitively use some numbers for grouping or adding and subtracting, even multiplication and division. And generally this may be done within their heads and without any kind of instruction. For instance, in speaking to a student who was gifted, at age 3, the mother said that they were going to go home and eat burritos for dinner. There were going to be 6 burritos and 4 people for dinner, and he very quickly came up with the information that there would be 1.5 burritos for each person. And also, a highly intelligent person or child is going to be very concerned about existential issues and a purpose of life. Remember that this is a topic that is generally seen much later in life. For more information on how you can understand a gifted child, please be sure to use the link below for a wonderful resource.